Welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. My name is Mason Knight. That over there is Cash Krause, and this is our Foreign Film Friday edition of our podcast where we take a foreign film and we review it. But we have something that we really want you guys to be a part of and kind of vote on the next Foreign Film Friday. We're going to go ahead and tell you that there is a poll that you can vote on the very top of the video. About 25 seconds in the video, the little bar will pop up with a poll. And these are the 4 movies that we're going to have. Also, be sure to comment what your selection of those 4 are. So, Super Deluxe, Jalakatu,
Ramen Raghav 2.0, and Deli Belly.
So out of those 4, leave the comment below of what you want to see us react to, or review next.
Because
full-on review.
We couldn't choose which one, so we said, why not let the people pick?
And you know what? That's what we do best.
Yes, we
give
the
let
people
the people a voice. It's it's about
well,
them.
they have been right so far with the movies that they have requested.
On.
So we said, hey, why not? So we saw people were giving a lot of suggestions.
They were
in the comments. So we said, why not just make a poll?
Yeah.
Easy as that.
Easy peasy, man.
Polling always works.
And not only that, you were talking about how they have not steered us wrong yet.
Yes.
We are here to talk about Andhadhun.
Absolutely. First, that poll is going to be on our Foreign Friday
for Gangs of Wasseypur Part 2
comes out.
And this one as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So look for it on our previous Foreign Fridays.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but like you said, today we are doing something very exciting, something that I've been excited to review for a while.
Absolutely.
Andhadhun.
I'm super excited.
Pronounced The Blind Melody, or that's what it translates to, The Blind Melody. Yeah, an 2018 Indian black comedy crime thriller. This is every genre.
Yep.
It is, I'll tell you what it's about. It tells the story of a blind piano player. You just
go ahead.
It tells the story of a blind piano player who unwillingly becomes embroiled in the murder of a former film actor.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. What did you think of Andhadhun?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, right off the bat, not completely, but almost entirely different than what I expected going into it.
Absolutely,
I really thought it was just going to be more lighthearted, more of a comedy. At the first 10, 15 minutes, I was like, okay, this is going to be like the lighthearted romantic and it just takes a twist that I did not expect.
Well, it was tagged as a dark comedy / black comedy, so I was the same way. I'm like, when is this going to get dark? And I was worried about the first 30 minutes. I'm like, man, this might not do it for me. But yes, it gets dark and fun, and
also hilarious. And it has a great balance in between.
And to any black comedy, that it needs to be really black, really dark, and really funny. In my opinion, you can't go halfway in on any of those.
No, you cannot.
But and then this one does it. It gets really fucking dark, and it gets really fucking funny.
It does.
Had a lot of moments in it. But yeah,
and we were looking through the awards list. This film has won a lot of awards. Yeah. We'll bring up Filmware because that's one of the most notable ones. It won for Best Film. It won for Best Actor. It won for Best Screenplay, Best Editing, and I've got to agree with all of that. I mean, especially Best Screenplay. This was a phenomenal screenplay and a really well-done story.
Absolutely. And Best Editing, though. Editing is really, really quick and really clean. You know, it keeps it going really, really. It feels fast-paced throughout the entire film. Like, it sets that pace 30 minutes in, and then it keeps that pace throughout the entire thing.
The momentum never stops with this film either.
Yeah, and with the screenplay, it keeps, every time I thought I was going to figure something out, it took a fucking turn every single time. Almost every.
It was so damn impressive.
It's so many times that it happens, you're starting to think, man, well, now I kind of have to have it figured out. But no,
you never have.
Every time, yeah.
Even all the way up to and I'm talking the last scene of this film. Yes, it just twists everything on its head. And then it's so open to interpretation. Like this, I had so much fun with this. And this film's on Netflix, too. So it's you can stream this. I mean, everyone has Netflix, and if you don't, you got someone's password.
Absolutely.
So you can definitely stream this film.
But this film did amazing at the box office.
Yes, it did.
It had a budget of $4.5 million American.
Yep.
And it made somewhere near, let me see where it's at, $64 million.
Wow.
That's quite a bit.
But I got to say, film deserved it.
Oh, absolutely
deserved it.
This film is really unique. I was trying to compare it to another film, but I really can't.
We really can't.
But yeah, one of our favorite genres is the dark comedy. But it's one of those I say all the time is hard to get right. But man, this film does it right.
It crushes.
And it gets dark at sometimes.
It really does. Super. I mean, for instance, the kidney scenes.
Oh
my God, that was super dark.
Blinding him in general, that was fucking wild.
Dude, I couldn't get over it. I was literally sitting in there for like 5 minutes watching this movie, being like, I would kill this woman.
How scary, though, yeah.
It's terrifying.
It becomes a totally different movie from what you expected within the first 30 minutes. In the first 30 minutes, I thought, like you said, I thought it was going to be like this rom-com.
Right,
of like this blind guy, you know, and I thought it was kind of going to be like a thing of like how hard it is for blind people. It is kind of like that.
It is at first.
But it goes all over the fucking map.
Well, and that's the thing, too. I feel like 3 or 4 times throughout this film, as you said earlier, it just kind of turns everything on its head. Yeah. Every 30 minutes, it's changing. So.
You get a huge twist 30 minutes in. I mean, maybe 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
A twist.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the twist. Okay.
So it's all about a blind piano player, right? So the first...
He's incredible.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
Incredible piano player.
And literally the first 30 minutes, it's just like the most mundane, regular film you've ever seen.
Yep.
And then just randomly, he takes out his contacts.
You find out that this dude is faking being blind.
Just so anticlimactic and everything. Just pops him out.
Pops him out.
We find out, this guy's just a giant and horrible. People that fake being blind might be the worst people in the world.
Awful. Yeah. Terrible. Well, and that's something that this film did great, too, is every single person, minus the girlfriend, was a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Including him.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I agree with you, and I think that's how good the writing is. Yeah. You really weren't sure whether you were supposed to like the main guy.
Exactly.
Or any of other people.
No.
But that is good writing when you don't have just one-sided characters. So they have depth. And, no one's fucking a Boy Scout or no one's a fucking demon. They all have these sides. But yeah, right at the start, you hate the guy. You fucking hate him.
Oh, yeah. He's faking being blind.
But, man, does he pay for it throughout the entire movie. God is paying him back tenfold for, one, taking his actual eyes. Well, I mean, he's basically conning these people as well, and the girl in this is Radhika Apte, yes,
which we just reacted to a trailer called Phobia.
She's amazing,
she's a phenomenal actress. Yes, absolutely. I mean, from what we've seen in this, great. I can't wait to check out Phobia soon. But she hits him on her little moped. She feels really bad, and then she eventually takes him to this. Like kind of like a restaurant, this, he's playing piano, he's making some money, and he gets introduced to Pramod, which is a former star,
huge Indian star, actor,
actor
absolutely,
star,
yeah, and it's cool because we get like the sense, or we see him like practicing being blind, like he's been doing it for a while, so he's pretty good at it, and we know that he just took the hit on the moped, knowing that it was coming. I mean, you're pretty dedicated to the character.
You are.
Absolutely.
But you know what? Lazy at other times, too, because he would walk into a building and then just start walking. I'm like, dude, there are security cameras around. It takes one person to see you faking it to just blow the whole thing
And it's so funny. It's hilarious to how they do it because the entire time Sophie is like... because he's fucking up constantly. Like the part where she introduced him and he's looking at the pictures or whatever.
Right.
She goes back and he
just
immediately starts looking at
Yeah. Or how about the movie theater where he reaches for the popcorn
perfectly? Who takes a blind guy to a movie?
What an insensitive thing to do.
I mean, not in every film. Some films, there's long scenes without any dialogue at all, so you would be fucking lost.
So, the whole time you're just telling them what is happening, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. But, like you said, he's not perfect. I'm glad they do that with the showing the blind, because he does get caught, but he is very, very good at it.
He is
very
good
at faking it.
He's very well, and we see that. He gets put to the test multiple times.
Well, no one believes this guy's fucking blind.
No one does.
But for good reason.
Right?
Everyone's doubts were right, and that's kind of funny because you would never doubt a blind guy. Mm-hmm. I mean, no. You would never just assume this guy's faking because no one fakes being blind.
When second out, no one wants to call out someone who's blind saying that they're faking it. I would never want to do that.
But
you have to be damn sure that person is faking it before you say something.
Oh, absolutely,
like
yeah. So he gets a job and everything for being blind or whatever, and he starts like a blind movement. Like the people are like dancing and covering their eyes. It's this huge thing.
It's wild.
He's like, it's just crazy. But he gets big and big on top of faking to be blind.
Yes.
So at some point it's looking good for him though.
It is. It's looking real good.
He's about to get the girl.
And Pramod comes up to him and asks for a private showing at his house.
Yeah.
That's a big move.
And right when this happened, I was thinking, oh, maybe, because I knew that guy was going to die immediately. But right when it happened, I was thinking, like, maybe he was like, he knew he was going to get murdered or whatever, and he had that guy come over just in case. But no, not the case.
It was not the case at all.
Yeah, he just invites him over to play for his, like...
his wife during their anniversary.
Yep, and she tricks, or she tells the wife or whatever that, Pramod, that he won't be there the morning. To set up, he's a good husband.
He is, yeah. I mean, he brought her flowers, a wine bottle, some chocolates. Pramod seems like a fabulous man.
Yep.
Who really... truly cares about his wife, but it'll cost him.
And his wife is like 20 years younger than him or whatever, and you definitely get the sense that
money.
She probably married him for this money. But still, they looked happy together.
They did.
They were doing the cooking in the kitchen and everything like that, and it looked good.
When she even later on says that he was a good man.
Yeah, she was just a psychopath.
She was an absolute.
She really becomes like the Hannibal of.
Oh, she's like a fucking serial killer,
dude. 9 steps ahead of everyone.
I know.
She's like the penguin. She's just rolling over this town or something. It's crazy, dude. She's cutthroat as hell. I mean, you gotta be.
Well, Manohar at one point, the cop, the chief inspector guy, right?
That guy's hilarious.
He's so funny.
He's funny throughout the entire.
Really funny. But, he goes, well, why didn't you kill her? And she's like, what? Do I want to become a serial killer? Yeah. I was like, at this point, you kind of are.
Yeah, you really are.
I mean, you threw the old woman off the ledge. That was
That was brutal.
Pretty brutal. But let's talk about this.
It's because this scene might be the funniest scenes.
Yeah. It is. It's hilarious.
Because he comes in and he goes plays the piano or whatever, and he looks up and there's a body there, but he can't react at all because he's blind.
Well, before even he was playing the piano, he gets brought in. He sees the dead body.
Yep.
And he sits down and then he goes, "Can I go to the bathroom?" And she's like, "Yeah." So she leads him there, and I was trying to figure out, why is this dude still playing like he's blind? And then it's revealed with the camera that
he immediately walked in, and that guy was there.
The guy was there with the gun.
Yeah, because he walks in and they're having an affair or whatever, right. And but it's such a funny concept. This guy who has to pretend to be blind. For one, he was doing it on purpose, but now he's got to do it to save his life. It's just you get into all kinds of shenanigans or whatever. There's
a lot of shenanigans.
But again, you got to keep your cool the entire time.
Absolutely.
So
and that's what he's doing too. He's got a front row view as he's playing the piano,
and he looks. It's great acting because he looks like he's right about to break.
Yeah.
But yeah, the scene with them cleaning up and everything is fucking hilarious. With them not thinking he can see, and they're still staring at him.
She'll come over a little bit, yeah, really good. She'll clap and then bail,
and then the guy will come out and he'll be like, it's hilarious.
I love how they put him in a suitcase. They put him
in a giant suitcase.
And she's like, hold on 1 second. They pull out his arm and they take the watch off.
And the whole time he's just playing piano, and he's like, oh my God, he's scared shitless. But it is.
But he can't make any sudden movements or anything.
It is great physical comedy.
It really
absolutely.
is.
But it's the whole thing of them putting papers down and stuff. And the cop coming over thinking that he's not blind or whatever. And then they got to pretend that the actor comes in. They got to play the recording and pretend to clap.
That was so funny when they bring the recording of what he said to her in the kitchen. Remember, which again is great writing because they showed how that clip was made, and then to replay it was perfect.
It was really good, but right this moment, it had me hooked.
Oh yeah,
because things were going to start getting darker and darker as it goes. And again, another great piece of editing is the flashback that it shows of what really happened right at that moment,
Yeah.
It doesn't tease it or anything. It immediately goes into the flashback and shows that he came in, found them, picked up the gun, accidentally shot himself.
Yeah.
But we don't know yet that guy was a cop yet.
No, we don't. Not at that moment.
We didn't know that,
no.
yeah. But
but then it gets really funny because he finally is able to leave the apartment, right? And he goes immediately to the police station.
Yes.
And he comes in and, someone's leading him in because he's still faking to be blind. He gets sat down and he goes, "I'd like to report a murder." And they go, "Oh, hold on. Let's bring in the head guy. It's literally
at first I didn't even connect that was him, because he immediately looks at him and he stares right at him for a long fucking time. Super tense, but
super tense.
Yeah,
but then he goes
right up to him.
He goes, "I'd like to report a murder," and he's like right here in his face. He goes, "My cat was murdered. It was my neighbor, the little boy."
He goes, "Oh, just a cat?" He goes, "No, we'll find your cat."
Yeah. And that's when you know he's in some deep shit, because when that guy wants to personally escort you back to your home, never.
And it's hilarious, the bit too, the test he puts him through when they go to his house or whatever, and he hides in the corner.
Yep.
And then he comes around and he's eating like watermelon. They went through his fridge and shit. Super funny. But yeah, he kind of puts him to a test to see if he's really blind. And so far, everyone's still buying it.
Still, yeah.
Again, he does a great job in this scene of pretending to be blind. The guy hiding and then him calling for his name or whatever.
Imagine the adrenaline rush of knowing like these people just killed someone. And now the adrenaline rush of knowing like if this guy catches or knows the fact that I'm not blind, I'm dead.
Oh, yeah.
Right then and there.
And it becomes worse because now that he's got to go and play at the fucking funeral. It's so bad.
And I love that little quick...
He's so tits like doing it.
This is one of the most hilarious scenes, in my opinion, when he goes in to sign the statement.
Oh, yeah.
And it's that quick little flash of like what he should have done.
And the guy reaches for his gun. He's going to shoot him. Yeah.
And he gets up. He's like, "Oh, he did it. They did it. They murdered him."
Yeah.
And then the next shot is literally him playing at the funeral.
Again, yeah, it's great editing. That's great editing. Yeah. And the piano plays such a big role in the film. It's almost a character itself. Remember when during the murder or whatever, she's like crying or whatever, and he's playing like a really deep piece, like to go along with the tension. I really love that kind of.
The way they were able to put the music and the score
it's
together
almost having
with
like
the emotions.
Exactly, like almost having the composer in the room in the scene or whatever. It was cool for sure. But he's got to play at the piano, and now he's got to give lessons to
the daughter,
Padma's daughter. So he's just getting deeper and deeper in this.
Oh yeah, and he's knee deep in this.
And all along, why the wife is getting like more and more crazy, and kind of more and more concerned that things are gonna fucking go bad,
fall apart.
Yeah. So he goes to give like the girl lessons or whatever, and he takes the elevator up, and right when the doors open is her throwing the old lady over.
Because she said she could identify the third person in the apartment, which would have been...
He's going to immediately come out and be like, and show, again, zero emotion.
Nope.
So he's having the craziest 2 days of his fucking life.
So crazy. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, he sees that, and it's just like, oh my God, you got to feel bad for this guy. But at the same time, you kind of don't, because
that's the whole thing. Is like you never really feel bad for him, because he's like, oh, don't forget, he's been pretending to be blind for
which
years,
is a really shitty thing to do,
just to further his career or whatever. But yeah, so you really don't feel bad. But man, again, he gets paid back for everything.
Absolutely.
Because after it just starts unraveling, it goes quick. It snowballs, man.
Yeah.
He had to have known his life was building up to this. Right. Like, I can't be pretending to be... No. I'm going to get hit by a car at some point, or something's going to be paying back. I'm telling you can't just pretend to be blind. God will pay you back in some way or another. But yeah, so things are getting crazy for Simi. Simi is the wife of the actor.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and Simi, too. It's soon after in this scene where she actually goes... to his apartment.
Well, yeah, she does, but I got to talk about the scene when she throws the lady off and all the cops come or whatever. Yeah. It's so funny because the cop, he's talking to like the superintendent of the building. Mm-hmm. He's asking about like the water pressure. He's ahead of the investigation. Yeah, he goes, so what's the water pressure like? And the guy's like, pretty good. It's so weird. It's like, isn't there more going on? And someone's got to like pull him away.
As they're like dragging the body up. Like,
again, the cop guy is so funny, and I don't know if he's a comedic actor in India or something, but he might is hilarious in this role. It's so funny, but yeah, like you said, eventually she ends up going to another great scene.
Yep.
Going into his apartment,
and this scene was very tense-filled too, because
she's poisoning him, and
she's poisoning him, and he's got to pretend. And finally, the gig's up, man.
Yeah, I thought that was a great bit of writing, that poisoning drink, and because as an audience, you're thinking, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? Because he's putting it up to his lips, and you knew he's going to try to spill it somewhere or another, and that was going to give him away.
Well, and that was the thing, too, with the poison from the offering that was brilliant, because I saw that, and I go, oh, what, he ate that little offering.
Shows she's just, like, very meticulous and fucking...
Well, and she's playing 4D chess, my guy. She knows. She's moving
and
the
it
pieces.
makes you think she's been planning this even for a while or whatever.
Because she was going to plan on murdering him either way, whether he was blind or not. He was
crazy though. She drugs him, and this is what I was talking about when it gets really fucking dark. She fucking blinds him for real.
And that's about as dark as it gets. Is
fuck. The only thing that can be darker is he woke up and she took his eyes out. Like, that was the only thing.
My fucking eyes.
They it gets just depressing as hell.
Yeah. She just puts them in his hand.
No, just crushes him in front of him. Yeah. But it is like,
it does get dark.
It goes from, it's one of those things where it goes from a comedy kind of funny light to immediately just the air sucked out of the room. Right. Gets really fucking dark.
Well, because I mean, just imagine someone doing that to you. Like, that is like the biggest thing where it's like, wow.
Well, that's the thing is he plays off and it's immediately panic. Imagine just waking up with darkness, pure darkness. You can't do anything. It's a crazy thought, but he plays it off like anyone would play it off. He fucking goes crazy.
Yeah, he does.
Panics, and things get worse because fucking Sophie came before that.
Yeah.
And that quick fucking Hannibal, Hannibal Lecter did the quickest thinker of all time. Immediately sees Sophie knock and she gets naked. Right. Over close.
She knew. She knew what to do immediately. But we got to talk about the little boy because that's actually a big plot. He records Akash.
This guy. We got to talk about this fucking Monopoly fucking Donald Trump character of a kid who he's just penny pinching everyone $10 or 10 rupee, 50 rupees.
Yeah, 20 rupees. Yeah.
Well, kid, can I walk to my goddamn door?
I know, dude.
The troll toll.
I know. He would always be like, breaking news, 20 rupees. You could pay me later. And then as soon as you watch it, where's my money?
But this kid is smart. He knew almost immediately that he wasn't blind, and then he set up a camera to watch that, and he ended up seeing too much shit.
He caught the footage. Yep.
But and he just tries to fucking blackmail everyone. A good kid,
but not before Sophie sees it. So she's already pissed going up, and then she sees that Akash and Simi are quote unquote having sex, and that he or just finished having sex, and that Simi or Akash didn't wake up.
Nope. Yeah.
Which that had to have been a little bit of a red flag when she's like, "Get up," and he wouldn't wake up. I'd be like,
I don't know. He just fucked, so he was. He's a real spin.
It's like a lion. He just goes down.
But and she was upset anyway, so she probably didn't want to stick around and hear what he had to say.
Good point.
I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going on. Yeah. But again, it's further shows how fucking dark Simi is and how far she's willing to go to get away with this murder. Yeah. Just blinded this man and then ruined his fucking relationship. Yep. When she knew that they were together, because she's just fucking, again, like she's the crazy. Joker.
Yeah, the literal Joker, yeah.
But, so he gets blinded, runs out into the street randomly or whatever, and then it just gets crazier somehow. It gets
even weirder.
He gets picked up by the darkest doctor you'll ever fucking meet in India.
Dr. Swami. Remind me to never go to anyone named Dr. Swami in my life, because what this guy is, he's an illegal organ harvesting
black market harvesting
doctor.
Organ. Yeah.
And he doesn't give a shit whether you live or die. If you have the right kidneys or the right blood type, he will kill you for it.
Absolutely, and that's what he does. They come in or whatever, and they take his blood immediately. They say he's getting a tetanus shot or whatever, and they're I would know for a fact if you're pulling,
drawing blood from me. Yeah, if you're definitely not injecting that.
You can almost very much feel the difference of it. Yes. But they were testing him for. I'm glad they showed that little detail too of testing, but it just so happens that he's got the right blood, which is unfortunate.
Very unfortunate for him,
because. Not even is he a fucking good black market organ harvester. He takes both fucking livers.
Or kidneys, which means he will die.
Yeah,
and that's what they say. They go, well,
you need at least one.
Well, it's so crazy too, because Merle and Saku, but Merle was a guy, he was like, well, why not just take one? Why do we have to take two?
Well, if you're going to murder him, why not take all of his organs?
Well, exactly.
Why not take his heart and his eyes and his lungs and everything? Yeah.
When they go, we just dump the body at the railway tracks and just let it get all squished up. It's like, damn, that's crazy.
It's fucking, again, pretty dark.
It is dark, real dark.
But they are right about to, again, good writing, right about to take the fucking, his kidneys.
Yep.
And he whatever springs to life because he figures out they're going to operate on him instead of doing some just normal routine. He came in there for nothing for one reason, but yeah. But he says he ends up convincing them that he's kind of like a deity in some way.
Yes, that he has a third eye because he's kind of predicting the future and how they look.
Yeah,
and how tall they are and the type of hair.
Yeah.
So again, another funny moment that's like really dark as well, but really funny too.
But he also comes up with a really good idea to get them all rich with him keeping his kidneys, which is smart. A win. It's a win-win for everyone. You just lost your eyes. It would be nice to at least keep the kidneys. Yeah. So they do it, and they end up figuring out that they're going to kidnap Simi.
And stage a suicide.
Because she said, because remember they arrest just some random guy and start beating the crap out of him.
Well, because they left the watch in the urinal, and of course the guy took the watch that was in the urinal.
Yeah. And so they're torturing him to get this money that there is no real money.
There is no real money, no. And they ended up dumping his body over at the bridge.
Yes.
Which is the same place where they staged the suicide.
Yep. But, so they end up kidnapping Simi, right, and taking her blood, and her blood is real great. It's AB negative.
Right, but we don't know that yet.
No, we don't.
We don't know that at this point. But, anyway, they do take it, however, but they devise a plan to meet up for the ransom money, right?
Yeah.
For the 1 crore.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's a good plan, and he, Akash even tells him, don't underestimate this cop.
Right.
Immediately underestimate him. The guy...
Just ragtag group of people, just not very...
Yeah, the lady was selling lottery tickets. I mean, it's a real... I don't even know how they... What a weird group. the rickshaw driver, the lady, and a doctor. It is like a supervillain group. It really is. Yeah. But, so they're going to kidnap her instead and give her... Because there's some really rich sheik that they don't wait for fucking... They don't get on some list.
No, they don't go on a list. Yeah. They just pay the right amount and they get what they need.
Absolutely.
And his daughter needed it.
And I can only hope to be that rich someday.
Same.
To where I just say, meet me behind a Wendy's and we're going to just swap this bad boy
kidneys.
out.
Yeah, swap kidneys.
I got things to do and I can't be locked into a hospital very long. So let's really do this quick. Crazy, dude. Crazy. But it definitely happens. People definitely get their fucking organs stolen.
Yeah, they do.
For sure. But so they take her blood, right? Or they kidnap her.
They kidnap her, take her blood, tie her up, and blindfold her.
And they tell the cop, they say, bring 1 crore or whatever, or we're going to tell everyone what you did. And they're going to tell, this is Akash talking to him as like a detective or something, telling him, bring the money, we're going to tell everyone that you're sleeping with this woman and that you killed her fucking husband.
Yeah.
And his wife, not happy about this.
Oh,
understandably.
No. Yeah, she loses it. She shoots a few rounds in the door.
A great scene, yeah.
Because you really see how scared he is. He's sitting on top of the toilet.
On the dryer or whatever,
yeah. Dryer, yeah, whatever.
And he's right about to come out, and then his phone rings. She starts fucking unloading into it. But then she's just this fucking dark. Everyone sucks in this film.
Yeah, they do. Everyone's just
I love that, though. I like that darkness of it. But, yeah, she says, go fucking kill all these people because you're going to embarrass all of us if you don't do this. And they don't even get the real money out. They're in a Some of you know about this movie. Everyone's double crossing, triple crossing.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Well, you don't even know who's going to win at the end either.
No,
because it's just so crazy.
And it's like at the end, you're not even rooting for anyone. Really,
you're not.
You kind of just want to see what Sophie ends up doing, and kind of just want to deal with her.
I wonder how she's doing now. Ever since she bailed, that's what I was thinking during the film. Yeah,
but the film did a very good job of setting up how dark it was with that opening scene of the guy hunting the blind rabbit. You really kind of saw how dark. Well, you had no idea what that scene meant or anything, which it comes in later.
It does,
but it kind of showed like the coldness of all these people or whatever. Because just like that guy's gonna kill that rabbit for money or whatever, they were gonna kill everyone for their insides. Right. So they get her and they do the drop in the hospital, the fake hospital the giant fake hospital that these guys can afford to keep, but. Yeah, and they do the drop or whatever, and he ends up not getting the money or whatever. The cop ends up faking. He ends up shooting the rickshaw driver right in the fucking throat. And that guy ends up dying.
He does.
And the lady, it was kind of sad because the lady she dropped everything.
Yeah.
And then she was pulling the money out and was like, "Oh,
she wanted to, she was trying to save Merle, but you know, when you get shot in the neck, it's hard to live."
And the doctor was like, "You can't pay me with fucking
is this Monopoly money?
Yeah, I mean,
this is not real money.
There's nothing on it." So that part is kind of sad.
It was sad.
And they end up tying up a Cash also.
Yes,
they couldn't fucking trust him. Yeah.
No. Which is so messed up because they were just going to double cross him too and just take all the money and let him die.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because, you knew the cop was going to show up and kill him.
Yeah.
So that's what Simi says to Akash too. She goes, "I can talk my way out of this, but you can't, so you need me."
Oh, yeah, like, and that's a good scene too when they're like, but Akash says to her while they're both tied up, he's like, yeah, what's he going to do to me, but what's he going to do to you? He's like, he's going to kill you too, just to close everything out. But so final scene, they're both going, and they're on their way to deliver her to the Sheik.
Yes.
The doctor and Akash. And
he starts talking about it too, about how like maybe we shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's like, maybe take one, but you can't convince this doctor to take.
No,
he's a two kind of guy.
If I'm
in there, why not?
You know, take both organs, you know. But Akash, this is like the one time where I was actually like, wow, okay, he might be a decent person.
Well, because he's gone through this fucking journey, and now he's like, regretting ever being blind, obviously.
Right.
That's kind of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because it just escalated this entire fucking thing. But yeah, like you said, he's like, let's stop and take one. She kind of wakes up or whatever. But again, her being the fucking maniacal genius, she kills the fucking doctor.
Dr. Swami, yeah. Cuts his throat, which, you know, wasn't too sad about that because the doctor was a real piece of shit. She gets in the car. He's still blind. He doesn't know. And he's still talking as if Dr. Swami's there.
And it's nice because you're thinking it's going to help him or whatever. But she says, get the fuck out, and ends up trying to kill him.
Of course.
But in a perfect kind of sense of the universe self-righting itself.
Yep.
We get the very beginning scene of the guy shooting the blind rabbit.
The rabbit.
Thank God. I'm happy this rabbit survived one.
Yeah.
Very happy.
Well, I don't know if he survived. He hit the front of the windshield.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
he didn't die by the gun. That's what I was thinking.
But he did die from the car.
Well, that rabbit looked like he went through some things, so he might have just
had
one eye gone, and the other one was completely blind. So he's had some bad days in his past. So,
I don't know if he's gonna have better ones in the future either. After that,
it might be down. I mean, whatever life he's leading after this, it's just not any kind of quality life at all. Because I'm sure he's in a little rabbit wheelchair now or something. But and that destroys her car. Goes fucking barrel rolling into her ravine and then blows up. So you know. But again, she was straight up fucking evil as it gets.
Yep.
Cutthroat by far, and a good bad guy too.
Very good.
And an unknowing bad guy. You really did not know where this film was going at all. But
nor did I.
But yeah,
that's what that was one of the. I mean, we've talked about it before, but that was one of the things I really enjoyed.
Yeah, there's a lot of twists.
I just didn't know where it was going to go.
Absolutely, and it ends with him actually going
2 years later.
2 years later,
yeah,
he ended up going to Europe just like he wanted.
Yep,
and he became like a.
And then his name was like Akash, like his piano name. Did you see the little sign? Yeah, which is awesome. That was funny.
And we find out that he ended up using the reward money to go and fund his travels, and that he just randomly runs into Sophie
again. Yeah, after 2 years.
And she tells him the entire story, and she's like, whoa, that's pretty fucking wild. Yeah. But I can't be with you still. And they kind of leave at that, but it ends.
And then she's like, oh, he really is blind now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But fuck, no, he's not.
No, he's not blind.
He ended up doing the exact same thing, which I love because it's perfect for a dark comedy.
It is.
At the very end, for the main character to go through this entire process and have learned absolutely nothing. It wouldn't work in any other kind of movie, but it is. I'm completely fine with this one.
Absolutely, it was my favorite. Like that, the way this film ended just was the cherry on top of the cake.
Because it really makes you think that he's going to go through an entire process like this again. Just for this fucking girl.
When you normally look at your main character and it's going to learn something. It's going to grow somewhere. Nope, not with this one. He's doing the same shit he was doing before all this stuff happened.
So we know he immediately took the money, got his eyes back, and then pretended to be blind again, learning absolutely nothing and succeeding in life.
Here's another theory behind that, right? And just hear me out.
Sure.
Hear me out.
All right.
because he's so maniacal and he's still lying and stuff, what if he, hypothetically speaking, lied to Sophie about that whole story that he did the little flashback on and actually just harvested her organs and took her cornea for his eyes?
That definitely could have happened.
It could have happened,
definitely
too.
could have showed, if this movie was maybe like another 15 minutes longer, they definitely could have showed that. Well, they could have showed that he made up the entire thing. But besides the murder, because that always happened. But
Right.
Yeah, for sure. But
well, that's what I was thinking too. I was like,
yeah,
that was almost open to interpretation where you could have just taken it that way too, where it was like he just lied about that whole last story.
That would have been really dark.
It would have been really
if he
funny.
just killed the doctor and then just drove him. Well, he's blind, so he couldn't drive.
No, not killing the doctor. I just mean that whole scene where Simi never killed the doctor or anything. They just ended up taking the organs. They split the cash fund, and he took her cornea.
It would have been dark.
It would have. He got his eyesight back.
Yeah, but he definitely did end up getting his eyesight back.
He did.
It ended up being not that big of a deal, I guess.
Yeah,
just a cornea.
And I love that he's got the little rabbit walking cane.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, the last scene is him walking, and there's a can in his way, and he just boom, he hits it out of the way. Beautiful way to end this film. Friggin' perfect, dude.
This guy, yep. I loved it.
That's what I was going to ask you. How did you like this film, Josh?
I loved it.
So did I.
Man, what a trip. It did such a good job of the twists and turns and really impossible to predict.
Yeah.
Every time you thought you saw, but that's the whole thing is every time you saw someone good, they ended up being bad. Yeah. Every single time. The doctors, you're thinking, oh, thank God this guy.
Yeah, thank God he's here.
Someone nice found him. And then this guy's next scene, they're fucking taking his kidneys out.
Against his will, like barely being able
taking advantage of a blind man.
Of a blind person.
Yeah.
Well, and then that whole thing was set up because she was asking him, oh, do you have any family you can call or anything? And they knew what they were doing. It's horrible, so evil, man. It's terrible.
And he helped that lady on her earlier.
Earlier. She said that she won like 10,000 rupees or something like that.
Yeah, the guy ended up winning it. Yeah. Good, though. I would highly recommend it, man. If you got nothing else to watch and you've been watching anything else. But because it's on Netflix. So
it is on Netflix, yeah.
Give this movie a watch.
It's great.
Everyone that recommended it, you were absolutely right.
Yeah, definitely.
It was good, but man, we've had a good run.
We have had a good run for our Foreign Film Friday. Yeah. So far, so good, man.
How long is it going to go?
Hopefully it never stops.
Again, if you have watched this entire video, go to the polls and
vote in the polls.
Yeah,
yes,
and let us know. What are you thinking? What do you think's going to win?
I think Super Deluxe might.
Oh, I think so. A lot of people have been talking.
A lot of people talking Super Deluxe, but Raman Raghav 2.0. And it's got Siddiqui in it too.
Yeah, and Deli Belly too. And I really want to see Jakuto.
No, Jalakutu.
Jalakutu.
Jalakuta.
I really want to see that movie.
Yeah,
too.
It does. I know all of them are just awesome. So
yeah, I would be happy with anyone though. I'd be happy with anyone though. Absolutely.
So definitely, if you guys have watched this whole thing, definitely vote on that.
Yeah.
But I think this kind of wraps it up, Cash. What do you say?
That's all I got.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for your recommendations for the Foreign Film Friday so far. This has been a lot of fun. If you guys could, please be sure to like the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification. We drop videos every single day. Leave those comments below. Let us know out of those 4 which one you guys want the most. We appreciate you guys watching. My name is Mason Knight. That is Cash Krause, and until next time.
Bye.